What's up, guys? My name is Gabe and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is a Wednesday, September 3rd edition of the Trojan Update. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. We are getting closer and closer to Saturday, thank God. Cannot wait to see this team on the field again. And in today's update, we have the updated polls to talk about. Spoiler alert, the USC disrespect continues. We have some major injury updates for Saturday's game. The PFF grades are out from our win over Missouri State. There were a few interesting bits and pieces in there, so I want to go over some of that as well. And our old friend Klay Helton is returning to the Coliseum this week. Now, this has been a very big point of discussion over on Twitter, so I do want to give you my thoughts on what I hope to see in the Coliseum, how I hope the fans react. And yeah, that'll be a very interesting discussion to have. But guys, of course, if you are enjoying the videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And in case you guys missed it, I am partnered with Underdog for the 2025 season. Head over there, sign up using my code BLADE, and all you have to do is play $5 and you'll get $50 in bonus funds. So head over there, help support me, help support them, and have a fun time playing with Underdog this year. Really appreciate you guys being here. Now let's get into the update. First things first, let's talk about the coaches poll. So what did we see on Saturday? USC went out there, scored 73 points, won the game 73-13. The quarterbacks look great. The running backs look great. Now, what would you think if I told you that somehow we fell in the coaches poll? I swear to God, this stuff never ceases to amaze me. USC goes out and wins the game 73-13. Now, look, I get it. It's against Missouri State. So if you want to keep us where we were, I totally get it. We didn't prove anything. I understand. But to drop us 2 spots, and again, I know this is completely irrelevant. The coaches poll is meaningless. We're heading into week 2. Who really cares? It's just the intent of it that pisses me off, because you know, if Florida did this, if Ole Miss did this, if Tennessee did this, there is no way in hell those teams are being dropped. Not even a chance. So I find that to be ridiculous and pretty annoying, but nothing more to it than that. Next up on the injury front, we do look to be getting a few guys back this week. Chasen Johnson, the transfer from UCF, he missed last week's game. He did practice today. He's good to go. Looks like he's going to play in the game on Saturday. Now, we'll talk about the corners here in a minute with some of the PFF grades. We really need him back, in my opinion. I think he's going to be a starter for us the entire year as long as he's healthy. He was my breakout pick for the defensive side of the ball. Very high on Chasen. Excited to see him back. We're also going to be seeing the debut of 5-star true freshman Jakeem Thanos Stewart. He was at practice today, out of the walking boot, in this full uniform. He is going to be playing on Saturday as well. So getting those 2 guys back is really big. Obviously not in terms of the potential outcome of the game. If we're in a dogfight because we don't have Jakeem Stewart and Chasen Johnson, there's much bigger problems afoot. But in terms of the familiarity, in terms of getting game reps, building up chemistry with your fellow players, it's huge to get them back this early in the season, especially with Jakeem. He was in a walking boot. That could have been a lot more serious than it actually was. So very grateful for that. And super excited to see them both. Talking about Jakeem, I don't think the expectations should be too high. It's not that I'm not expecting him to have a huge day. It's just when you're throwing around these big expectations on true freshmen making their debut, not really fair to the player, but I do expect him to play well. And obviously with Chasen Johnson, very excited to see him slot into that cornerback role. We'll just head over to the PFF grades now. So in my What We Learned video, I was talking about DJ Harvey, and I said that I don't think he's going to be an impact player for us, but I do think he could be a nice depth piece. And the PFF grades came out, and they definitely matched what my eye test said. You see on screen right now, he had a 45.7 overall defensive grade and a 45.1 grade in coverage. And that's for sure what it looked like to me when I was watching the game. Went back and did the rewatch, and yeah, he struggled. Now he can get better, but pairing that with some of the things I heard coming out of camp, I definitely don't think Harvey's going to be a long-term starter for this season. But man, you guys don't need me to tell you who did have a huge game, and that's Bishop Fitzgerald. You see on your screen right now, he was the highest graded safety across the country for week 1 with a 96.5 grade. That's an insanely high grade. And again, the eye test completely matches up with that. That guy was everywhere, making tackles, making pass deflections, obviously the pick 6. Even if he wasn't the one finishing the play, he was right there in the mix, diagnosing what was going on. Yeah, thrilled with what we saw from Bishop. He was so dominant. Now, of course, he's not going to be at that level every week, not against better competition. But that really made me excited for what we're going to see going forward with that safety duo of him and Kamari Ramsey. Assuming Kamari moves back to safety when Alex Graham is healthy to play nickel. Which, by the way, on the injury front with Alex Graham, I didn't see any mention of him, so not sure where we stand with that. Another PFF grade I want to talk about is Alani Noah. I got to give the man his flowers. He completely changed his body. He moved much better than I've ever seen him move. And I know it's just Missouri State. I'm not freaking out. I'm not anointing him as a second coming, but his process was as good as I've ever seen it. And you see on your screen right now an 81.2 pass blocking grade. Very good from him. Hopefully we can continue to build on that success. All right, last guy I want to single out is Matai Tagovailoa. Goodness gracious, that kid is going to be a superstar. All he has to do is get a little bigger, get a little stronger, put on some good muscle. And yeah, this is an All-American level guy we're looking at here. Defensive grade of 91.3, a 92.5 grade in coverage, and a 75.7 grade tackling. He was flying around on defense. He was flying around on special teams. This kid is a heat-seeking missile. Loved everything we saw from him. Had the big forced fumble. Yeah, plays like his hair's on fire. Cannot wait to see him develop. Next up, want to shout out Jaden Maiava for winning Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. In the first game of the year, you can't ask your quarterback to do anything more than what Jaden did. He had the one miss on the deep shot to Mekhi Lemon, and that was the only mistake he made the entire first half. Man, if he hit that and Jacoby Lane held onto that perfectly thrown ball on the left side of the field, Jaden's numbers would be even more insane. So yeah, with the competition level, as much separation as our wideouts had, I don't think it put to bed the questions and worries we had about Jaden going into the year. But man, that's a hell of a step in the right direction. Shout out to him. Was absolutely thrilled to see him ball out like that. All right, and lastly, let's talk about the return of Klay Helton. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on this. For me, it's really simple. Klay Helton was given a job he wasn't ready for, wasn't qualified for, and wasn't very good at. There's no denying that. In that same breath, he didn't hire himself, he didn't extend himself, and while he wasn't very good at his job, he tried really damn hard. He tried the best he could. He wasn't shortchanging us on effort. I'm 100% confident in saying that. And when you hear people talk about Klay Helton, hell, Lincoln Riley did it twice this week. The first thing they talk about is the kind of man he is. He's a man of faith, he's a man of character, and he lives by those words. I was as happy as anyone to see Klay Helton go, but I've been rooting for him every step of the way. I appreciate the effort he gave us. And yeah, you're all adults. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. But what I will say is that it would be a real shame if the Trojan fan base booed him. I think it would be a very bad look. I think it would be embarrassing. And I think it'd be a black mark on the fan base. He deserves better than that. His family deserves better than that. And quite simply, that's not how Trojans act. I'm not saying the stadium should stand up and give him a standing ovation, but just because of his poor job performance, that doesn't reflect on him as a human being, as a man. And yeah, I just hope that our fan base is classy, and I hope that we welcome Klay back into the Coliseum with open arms, and I hope we hang 70 on his team as well. So that's all I have to say on that. I said my piece. So yeah, that will do it for the update. If you guys did happen to enjoy this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate you guys being here. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.